Fox 17's Harriet Vaughn has more in a story you're seeing only on Fox.
Prepare to live, live.
It's a disaster that looks like the real thing, but this time it isn't. The patients with their mock injuries are part of a big test. They're taking part in a drill aimed at training rescuers for real-life disasters. Those training members of the 118th Aeromedic Unit based in Nashville. They're part of one of only 10 National Guard units in the country, trained and equipped to respond to disaster in a moment's notice. And that could be here at home or anywhere in the world.
I've literally seen our people in the desert save people's lives.
The 118th was the first medic unit to respond to Iraq just 3 weeks after U.S. soldiers entered that country in 2003. And while they served beside thousands of other troops, their assignment was just a little different. Instead of fighting insurgents, their mission was to rescue wounded soldiers and fly them out of the danger zone quickly. And they've seen pretty much of everything.
It's somewhat difficult because you do see so many people, a lot of amputees sometimes, and then also a lot of the soldiers are very young.
With only 120 members, their unit is small, but their task anything but. Just 2 months into Iraq, a group of 15 members rescued and evacuated more than 1,500 patients. They're often the first on the scene to help an injured soldier. What they see is often horrible and not easy to forget.
To see stuff like that, at first I couldn't really fathom the destruction that goes on over there and what actually happens to people. You know, for somebody to come back with their leg blown off, it's just like, wow.
Staff Sergeant Melissa Bryan is only 26 years old, but says she's seen enough blood and gore for a lifetime. She has to stay focused on getting the injured out and on their way to a hospital.
For me, just to be able to help 1 or 2 people is a lot. And I try to tell them that, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have my job, and they are my heroes.
Saving lives while risking their own is only part of their job.
Not only are they trained to provide medical care to soldiers and civilians, they also know the ins and outs of all 3 aircraft out here, making them ready to respond to a disaster in a split second.
These so-called flying ambulances hold up to 73 patients and are difficult to learn. A lot of time is spent studying them. Not only do they come with full medical gear, get this, they also have microwaves used to make fresh cookies for soldiers on the way to their next stop.
I've had a lot of the guys that I've brought home, a lot of guys and females that say this was the best trip that I've had.
Harriet Vaughn, Fox 17 News.